What a fall from grace. This man was once in a conversation with the likes of Mbappe, with the likes of Vinicius, and now he can't even get into the 18 squad that travels to Basel. Absolutely disgraceful. Fall from grace. Marcus Rashford, who has been cut out from the squad due to, him not being able to train well and other factors that come into his antics that as he's gotten away with for the past 18 months at Man United. He's not performing, but he loves to go do his little trip to the States, do these fashion shows, everything, go to clubs, but he's not performing and neither is the club. Horrible look, and he doesn't change his lifestyle. So Man United and new manager Ruben Amorim has taken upon himself to change the culture, and one of those factors would be Marcus Rashford either changing or getting rid. And the thing is, Marcus Rashford is on 300K a week. At the time when Marcus Rashford was on top of the world, Man United was, in third place, Marcus Rashford got this extension, right? But the thing is, Rashford has fallen from grace ever since then, and nobody in their right mind is going to be paying 300K for Marcus Rashford in the top 5 leagues, all right? And him not taking a wage cut really shows the type of player he is. He's basically saying, I don't care about my career. I don't even care about performing and going to the World Cup. I don't care about these clubs like Barcelona, Milan that have been calling for me, but they want me to take a pay cut in order to go play over there. I don't care. I'm getting my 300K weekly. The direct deposit will be there at the end of the week. I don't care if I'm on the pitch, if I'm with the U18s, whatever, but I'm getting my money, and that's shameful. Now, Ruben Amorim has said Marcus Rashford can be welcome to the club, but at the moment he set a certain standard and he's just not meeting those standards. And he's a talented player. He's came out multiple times saying, Marcus Rashford would be great for this team, but he doesn't change. He's stubborn, basically, what he's saying, He's basically said, he wants players that give the maximum. Not only Marcus Rashford, the team is behind him, it's clear, but until he changes, he's not really going to put him into the squad, and that's really hindering Marcus Rashford's value in the transfer market. Nobody wants a player that doesn't even put 100% in the training ground. The team is literally below 10th, the bottom half of the table. I look up Google and I got to put see more and then scroll. Usually, banter era Arsenal, I would just have to just press see more and then they are in 8th. This time I got to put see more and then scroll and then, there you go, you're at 12th. And Marcus Rashford, what has he done when the club was at their all-time low? He went to a basketball game wearing some Louis Vuitton, fashion shows, out in clubs, just not a player that you ever would think, wow, he's at a big club that's underperforming, he's underperforming, and he's out and about. It's kind of crazy. And he's really just made it a personal game. Personally, he puts out a PR statement hours before the game saying, I would love to play, blah, blah, blah. Talking about how he would love to play, but the manager's not picking him. He loves Manchester United. If you loved Manchester United, you would be strictly on football when the club needs you most. Because any team in the world would love a prime Marcus Rashford. That's why you had Barcelona calling, but you just don't want to reduce your wages. Milan was calling, but you don't want to reduce your wages. Marcus Rashford's best interest, career-wise, is reducing those wages and going abroad, going to Milan, going to Barcelona, whatever club that you could get yourself into in the top 5 leagues, and playing good football, winning your position, starting from scratch. But instead, this man is taking a backseat, 27 years of age, where he should be in his prime, at his peak at Man United. At the moment, he should be where Bukayo Saka is, where Cole Palmer is, week in, week out. When they're healthy, they are the front man for their squad. Instead, he's letting his club down week in, week out. And for the people that back Marcus Rashford over the manager on this matter, it's disgraceful because this man doesn't have the, cojones to set aside his lifestyle, his PR image, everything for the club that's given him everything. They give him 300K a week, mate. 300K a week for you to sit down. Mate, go into the training, give it your all, win your position. Because at the moment, Ineos is seeing him win 300K, and they would love for Marcus Rashford to be back in the squad. But obviously, they got to respect Ruben Amorim here, so they're just letting him try to work his way up. They're like, what, we're already paying him 300K. Let's try to get him into the squad. Ineos is rooting for Rashford because they're stuck paying him. But Ruben Amorim's like, I need to set a standard, and he's gonna look weak if we see Marcus Rashford end up starting for Man United in 2 months' time. He's gonna look weak, and if there's no results and there's no standard set, then there's gonna be a meltdown. That's why I always said Ruben Amorim should not be Man United's manager this season. It's a throwaway season, and instead, the manager that you want to see there in the next 5 years is underperforming worse than Eric Ten Hag. He's performing worse at the moment. Statistically, it's not his fault because he's implementing a new system mid-season. I don't blame him. I'm not gonna be someone that come out and say he should be sacked, but Ineos needs to respect his standard set, and they need to figure out a way to get rid of Marcus Rashford, and they need to get some sort of compensation. But the thing is, the only club out there willing to take the full wages is Galatasaray. And does Marcus Rashford really want to go to Turkey? I don't believe so. I think he wants to go to Milan or Barcelona, but they're not willing to take his wages. And, Man United wants to get rid of him. It's kind of crazy because at the moment we're seeing Mitoma getting offers for up to 90 million from Al Nassr. Meanwhile, Marcus Rashford can't even get a deal out of Man United. It's kind of crazy. And I thought the best situation for him would be to go to Arsenal because Arsenal have a problem with the left winger. We're seeing Raheem Sterling getting a pity penalty and can't even score it. Gabriel Martinelli, he's also finished. At least he's training every day, giving it his all. But Martinelli 3 years ago, 3 years ago, compared to Martinelli today, is two different players. And same thing with Marcus Rashford. But I believe Marcus Rashford was in a change of scenery, change of media attacking him, and in a different culture, different manager, and with everything to gain, nothing to lose. I think Arsenal would have been his best bet. I genuinely think Arsenal's his best bet because him and Saka on the wings, and then Kai Havertz or whoever you want to put up top, it really does work. It genuinely does work, and that's the best situation. And it kind of works because Arsenal just got a bid turned down for Oli Watkins, and you can get a cheaper deal. I think 30 to 25 million should do it for Marcus Rashford to Arsenal. Your little English tax in there because those wages are crazy, and Man United would get rid of those. But obviously he needs to cut down those wages. Arsenal will not be giving him 300k or more. Arsenal are gonna probably try to give him half. 180k is really what they probably try to give him. There's no way we're gonna be paying this lad more than like the likes of Saliba and Gabriel, who are apparently our best goal scorers when Saka's out. But Marcus Rashford, mate, you used to be in conversations with Mbappe. It's time to change, mate. It's time to change. You're 27 years old. You're 27 years old. World Cup's coming around, and Tuchel's looking at this lad and saying, all that talent for what? To be partying? You're looking like Neymar without the performances right now. It's kind of crazy. But anyways, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos. Leave a comment down below. Do you think Marcus Rashford should be sold to Arsenal? Or should Man United just keep him and see what happens? But anyways, thank you guys for watching.